Komodo. I don't think we've done Komodo. We haven't heard much about Komodo yet. Formed in 2010, a brainchild of some mates with a goal to build a cub that would measure its success by the smiles of our members after each training session and regatta. That's a nice way to think, isn't it? Measure the smiles. I've got a visual of somebody with a tape measure measuring everybody's smiles when they come off the boat. They see every year as an unwritten chapter in our story and welcome our smiling, possibly terrified rookies to the family for a season of paddling mayhem. We start every season with simple goals for our members to finish the season fitter, faster, and to enjoy the shenanigans-packed Komodo adventure. This sounds exciting stuff. The Komodo paddling philosophy is all about respect for the commitment of our fellow competitors. We start every competition with the same club goal, one podium finish, one over any distance in any category. And there they are. There's the Komodo Dragons. And sounds like a great fun club to be in, and they might win the if they don't win any medals, it sounds like they're going to win the medals for the best smiling. We'll have to get some close-ups one day and see if they don't look like they're smiling too much at the moment, but then that's not surprising. They should be in gear, ready for race startup. So it's always a fantastic shot that when you see a side elevation of a group of dragon boats, particularly the big boats with all the people in. And that's Brisbane River Dragons that you can see in the lane 1 there. Very established club. They've been around since 1998. Club colours are blue and yellow and quite distinctive with the caps on. And they merged with the Brisbane River Dragons Outrigger Canoe Club in 2015. And it's very useful to do both outrigger and dragon boat. Certainly improves your skills. Here they go. Let's see if the outrigger skills help them to get an edge in this race. You can see slightly different speeds in the stroke between the lane 3 different strokes and the other two teams there. I think Different Strokes has got this at the moment. They look like they've got a slight edge on the rest of the teams. I think it's Different Strokes coming through. Different Strokes, looks like they're taking this race down the line. It looked like Different Strokes, but now it could be Manly, DBC or Komodo on the far side. What's it going to be? No, Different Strokes I think has got that, followed by Manly, followed by Komodo, followed by Brisbane River Dragons, and then Pittwater DBRC. Amazing how in those last 10 metres of a race, how the tables can be turned. You've really got to keep paddling right to the end, and you've really got to keep putting the pressure on your paddle. Don't stop. Sometimes people start to lighten up thinking, oh, we're almost here. It won't make a difference if I just slow down a bit. But in actual fact, with 5 or 10 metres to go, that's when you should empty the tank, put it all in, and that might change your timings. Anyway, Different Strokes did put it all in all the way to the end, even though there was a strong finish from Manly and Komodo. First place, 51.9, Different Strokes got it. Komodo, 52.4 in second. Manly DBC, 54.0 in third. Welcome back. Race 41. Don't go away. Remember, we've got 69 races today, so we've got another, well, we've got quite a few to go, and they're all going to be grand finals and semi-finals coming up, and of course the 2,000 metres at the end of the day. You do not want to miss that. This race is on. Let's go to commentary straight away up in the grandstand.
A opens, small boat or 10s, heat 1, Geelong Water Dragons in 1, Pittwater in 2, Komodo in 3. Lane 4 is vacant. Lane 5, Central Coast Sea Dragons, and Lane 6, FFB, out on the far side in the green with the light green caps. And it looks like it's Komodo in Lane 3 that have taken up a forward position already, and it's Komodo in 3. Now, Central Coast Sea Dragons in 5 starting to go with them, and FFB also paddling very fast out there, and then dropping back just behind the pace, Pittwater in 2, and Geelong Water Dragons. But it's on the far side. We look, and Komodo in 3, Probably still in front from Central Coast and FFB. It's going to be Komodo here in 3 in front, and the team from Canberra, Komodo, by about a half a boat length from Central Coast Sea Dragons, who have just edged out FFB for 2nd and 3rd, then back to Pittwater in lane 2, and Geelong Water Dragons back in 1. So that's the way they look to across the line here. Komodo in 3, taking this out by about a half boat length to Central Coast, who are probably a Dragons Head in front of FFB in lanes 5 and 6 respectively, then back to Pittwater and Geelong Water Dragons.
Welcome back. Thank you, Steve and Rick, up in Grandstand. You probably get some great ventilation up there, shall we say. It's a great vantage point. We've got a purpose-built gantry that was built in an area where you wouldn't think they could build a gantry, and it's got a great grandstand, perfect view of the whole course, covered if it rains. We're hoping and praying that it won't rain, and it doesn't rain in Adelaide very often. It's beautiful weather here, but here are those results from race 41, the Senior A Open Small Boat category. Komodo, we've just been talking about them earlier, took that race in the time of 54.2. Central Coast Sea Dragons in 2nd place, 55.6. 3rd place, FFB, 56.1. 4th place, Pittwater DBRC, 50.
No,
then, you know.
Oh, that's great, actually, yeah, we'd like to see that.
They have to pay for your autograph from now on.
Absolutely.
So we're ready for this next race. This is 56, 2nd semi-final. Fremantle Swans in lane 1, Water Warriors 2, Komodo 3, Sloths 4, FFB 5, Manly in 6, and Different Strokes 7. This is the Senior A Open race. This is really going to go for it. Bit of a gap between lane 4 and 5. But lane 3 looks like they're hammering down Komodo.
Komodo are very strong.
They are.
Very strong.
I'd put my money on Komodo from this angle, and then I think it's Komodo and Sloths in that order. Sloths are putting up a fight, but I don't think they're going to be strong enough for Komodo. It's very close though. Komodo is going to take this on the line, followed by Sloths, followed by Water Warriors, and probably FFB for 4th place. Very, very strong all the way down. If you can get a good start and hold it there like they did there, it's very hard to catch him, isn't it?
It's hard.
Because your boat can only go so fast once you've got it going, can't you? So if you can just keep it there.
Just get it up there and then keep it up there. That's
even the best teams on the planet can't catch it.
To come over the top of you once they're ahead is really hard.
Yeah. I think we're on the next one actually. Senior Open.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You're in the perfect place.
We are in the perfect place.
And we're really delighted to have you here.
We yell for our
Believe me,
team
I've been talking to this camera on my own all day. It's much better with people. Right, here we go. Komodo definitely took that in a time of 53.6. Sloths, that's a fantastic time. Sloths 54.9 in 2nd. Water Warriors 54.99 in 3rd. FFB took 4th in 56.2. Manly 56.
And we're going to start now in the Senior A Women's Standard Boat Championship Final for 2016. Lane 1 is Pittwater, Lane 2 Manly, Lane 3 Different Strokes, Lane 4 Komodo, and Lane 5 is the Brisbane River Dragons. And away they go, and they're into their work already, and it looks like it's the crew from Pittwater going nicely in 1, but here's Manly. We'll look towards the centre where the faster crews, the faster qualifiers are, and here's Different Strokes in 3, starting to make a move. Komodo in 4, and further out Brisbane River Dragons, and back to Manly in 2. But it is going to be between lanes 3 and 4, I think. Here it's Different Strokes in 3 from Komodo, and also Manly coming into it, and Brisbane River Dragons, but it's Different Strokes in 3. Different Strokes will take it out from Komodo. Manly will get 3rd in lane 2, and then further out we've got Brisbane River Dragons in 5, and Pittwater back in lane 1 will be 5th. Yeah, good win there. Different strokes in the black and white. The crew from Different Strokes in lane 3, I think you'll find, has taken this out from Komodo in 4, with Manly in lane 2, finishing in 3rd, from Brisbane River Dragons in 5, and back to lane 1, Pittwater in 5th place. So well done to Different Strokes, taking out.
Thank you very much. Great grand final. One more grand final. We've got a couple more to go. That was race 64, grand final. Excuse me, Senior A Women's Standard Boat. Brilliant performance by Different Strokes. Really good time. 51.76 took the gold in that grand final. Komodo pushed them 52.43 in second place. Manly 53.1 in third. At the 500 metres athletics track, and the Dragons are all going to set off at 10-second intervals or thereabouts and chase each other around the course. And when we get to some of those corners and it gets a bit tight, that's brilliant. But here we go. You get a chance to watch this one, John, before you thrust back into organising something. Here we go. And there's 5 slows. They're really giving it some hammer to get that boat up to full speed. Remember, we've been saying all day, it's all about the starts. There's a good bow wave coming off the front of that Dragon, and the guy on the back is hanging on for dear life. 4 looks pretty close, so that's Hamilton Watersports. They've had a good day today. But in that third spot, Komodo, who've been really, really strong, I think they might be taking this. What do you reckon, John?
Yeah, I'd like Hamilton Watersports, actually. Yeah, for Komodo, crikey.
Look at them. They're really shifting.
Yeah.
This is Senior A. This is the over 40s group. Look at this. It's going to go down to the wire. Is it going to be Komodo? Is it going to be Hamilton Watersports? Come on, look at this. Look at this. It's going to be Komodo. And I don't know who it's going to be. It could be 1 of 4 for second place. That is amazing. That's what we want to see around here, isn't it?
My word, my word. Great racing, great racing.
And the technology here, we've got all the photo finishes, and it comes up on the screen pretty fast, so we'll be able to give you that anytime soon. But brilliant race by Komodo. Do you know a lot of these teams, John?
I do, yes. Yeah. Komodo's a strong team.
Yeah.
Slothies are usually very strong.
And look at that, look at the time. 53.97 for Komodo. That's amazing.
5.157.
All of those times. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you didn't have technology, you had to call that one. You just couldn't do that. So what a great way to end this day. The fever is building up. Komodo took the Senior A Open Small Boat, 53.97. Water Warriors in second place, 54.3. Sydney Tsunami, 54.4 in third place. Hamilton Watersports in